Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm about to share a story that will pull you deep into a world of wealth, wounds, and that one unexpected person who changes everything. It's a story about a millionaire's daughter who made every nanny quit until one woman stepped into her life and uncovered a truth no one saw coming. So sit back, relax, and let me take you into this emotional journey. The story begins inside a massive glass mansion sitting on the hills overlooking the city home to Adrian Cole, a self-made millionaire known for his ruthless business strategies, his calm demeanor, and his complete inability to say the word no to his 10-year-old daughter, Liana. From the outside, everything looked perfect. Luxury cars, grand staircases, shimmering chandeliers, and a closet full of designer clothes. But behind those flawless walls was a secret every nanny knew far too well. Liana Cole was impossible, and that wasn't an exaggeration. She made 23 nannies quit in 1 year. Some left crying, some left threatening to sue, and some left without even grabbing their bags. They all said the same thing: that child isn't just spoiled, she's hurting, and she wants everyone else to hurt with her. Adrian refused to believe it. To him, Liana was just expressive. She was his only child, the last piece he had left of his wife, Claire, who passed away 3 years earlier. Since that day, Adrian drowned himself in work, and Liana drowned herself in loneliness. But no one really noticed, not the staff, not the tutors, not the security guards, and definitely not Adrian. That's where our story truly begins. One chilly morning, Adrian stood in his office, frustrated because yet another nanny had quit. Number 23. She lasted only 2 days. Liana had locked her out of the house, turned the sprinklers on, thrown her phone in the fountain, and told her, "If you try to mother me, I'll make you disappear too." It broke the nanny, and it shook Adrian. His assistant handed him a file. "Sir, the agency says this is their last option. Her name is Maya Bennett." Adrian sighed. He was tired, stressed, and desperate. "Fine, hire her. But if she quits too, I'm done. No more nannies. Liana will just figure it out." The assistant looked at him with raised eyebrows but said nothing. At noon, Maya arrived at the Cole mansion. She wasn't like the others. She wasn't overly glamorous or overly strict. She wore simple jeans, a sweater, and carried a small worn-out backpack with a little teddy bear hanging from it. She knocked softly, and when the door opened, she looked up at the massive mansion with kind eyes, but eyes that carried their own quiet heaviness. Adrian met her in the foyer. He scanned her resume briefly. Former teacher, child psychology degree, volunteered with special needs children, no previous nanny jobs for wealthy families. "You understand what you're walking into?" Adrian asked. Maya smiled gently. "I understand children, Mr. Cole. They act for a reason." "Well," he muttered, "if you can last more than a week, I'll double your pay." Maya didn't flinch. "I'm not here for the money." That surprised him, but before he could respond, a voice echoed from the top of the stairs. "Well, that's too bad, because you won't last a day." There stood Liana, beautiful, but with a cold stare that didn't belong to a child. Her hair was messy, her clothes mismatched, and she held a paintball gun in her hands. Before anyone could speak, she fired. Splat. A neon green paintball hit Maya right in the shoulder. Adrian gasped. "Liana, what is wrong with you?" But Maya did something no nanny had ever done. She didn't yell. She didn't panic. She didn't quit. She calmly looked at the bright green stain, wiped a bit with her finger, and said with a straight face, "Good color choice. Really brings out your artistic side, doesn't it?" Liana froze. She wasn't expecting that. No one ever reacted that way. Everyone either cried or complained. But Maya didn't give her the reaction she wanted, and that was the first crack in Liana's walls. Later that evening, Maya went to Liana's room to introduce herself again. Liana sat on the floor, surrounded by torn books, broken crayons, and a ripped teddy bear. "Don't come in," Liana warned. "You'll quit anyway." Maya sat on the floor beside her, ignoring the mess. "You didn't scare me. You just wanted attention." Liana rolled her eyes. "I don't want attention. I want everyone to leave me alone." "Then why make them stay longer by acting out?" Liana glared. She wasn't used to someone understanding her games this quickly. "What do you want from me?" Liana asked suspiciously. "Nothing," Maya said softly. "But I think you want something from me." Those words hit Liana harder than any lecture ever had. But she said nothing. Over the next few days, Liana tried everything. She smeared glue on Maya's chair. She hid her backpack. She set an alarm to blast heavy metal music at 4 a.m. She poured salt into her tea. Maya responded each time with calmness, patience, and something Liana had never really experienced since her mother passed presence. One afternoon, Liana pretended to run away just to scare Maya, but instead of yelling, Maya simply sat on the driveway and waited. When Liana stepped out from behind a tree, expecting panic, she saw Maya sitting cross-legged with a juice box. Maya smiled. "You want an adventure? Fine, but next time, we go together. Safe adventures only." Liana blinked, taken aback. "You're weird." "Thank you," Maya said. "Takes one to know one." And for the first time in years, Liana laughed. Not the sarcastic, mocking laugh Adrian usually got, a real laugh. But even when things seemed to be improving, the real breakthrough didn't come from humor. It came from something much deeper. One night, Maya found Liana sitting alone in the dark living room, clutching the ripped teddy bear she always denied caring about. Couldn't sleep. Maya asked. Liana didn't look up. Nobody stays. Maya sat beside her. I'm still here. For now, Liana whispered. Everyone eventually leaves. Mom left, and that was the first time she ever said it out loud. Maya's heart tightened. She gently placed her hand never on Liana's hand, giving her space. That must have hurt a lot. Liana didn't cry. She never cried. But her voice trembled. I hate her for leaving. And I hate Dad for pretending everything's fine. Maya nodded softly. You're allowed to feel all of that. Grief doesn't disappear when adults ignore it. Liana swallowed hard. Did your mom leave too? Maya hesitated, then spoke truthfully. No, but someone very important to me did. Liana turned toward her. Who? My little brother, Maya whispered. He was sick. I was supposed to watch him that night, but I fell asleep. And the guilt, it stayed with me. Liana stared at her. It was the first time she realized something huge. Maya wasn't just a nanny. She was a person with scars too. And from that moment on, something changed. Liana softened. Just a little, but enough for Maya to see the real Hertha, frightened, lonely girl hiding behind anger. In the following weeks, Maya taught Liana things no one else ever cared to teach her. They cooked together, planted flowers, played piano, visited a children's art center, and talked. Maya helped her express her emotions through drawings and journaling. Liana still had bad days, but now she had a safe place to land. Meanwhile, Adrian watched from a distance. He noticed the laughter echoing through the halls, the calmer tone of Liana's voice, the way she waited for Maya at breakfast. He felt a strange mixture of relief and guilt. One evening, he approached Maya. I don't know how you're doing it, but thank you. Maya smiled. She doesn't need control, Mr. Cole, she needs connection. Adrian exhaled deeply. I wish I knew how to give her that. Start small, Maya said. Talk to her. Listen to her. She misses you more than you think. He swallowed hard. She hates me. No, Maya said softly. She's angry with you. That's different. Adrian nodded slowly, but the fear in his eyes said he didn't know how to fix it. And then came the day everything changed. It happened on a rainy afternoon. Liana had a meltdown, one of the worst. Adrian had promised he'd come home early and take her to their mother's favorite garden cafe, but an emergency meeting came up, and he didn't make it. Liana shattered. She threw books, slammed doors, and screamed until her voice cracked. She locked herself in her room and refused to let anyone in. Adrian stood outside her door, helpless and guilt-ridden. Maya approached him calmly. Let me try. He nodded. Stepping aside, Maya gently knocked. Liana, it's me. No response. She sat on the floor outside the door. You're hurt, and you're allowed to be. Your feelings matter. Silence. You know, the person you're really angry at isn't locked in that room. He's standing outside it. They both heard a soft sniff. Maya continued. Your dad is trying. Liana, he's just scared. Just like you. After a long moment, the door clicked open. Liana's eyes were red. Her face streaked with tears she had never allowed herself to shed before, and behind her stood Adrian, shocked to see her letting someone comfort her. Liana didn't look at him. Instead, she stepped into Maya's arms and sobbed uncontrollably, years of grief, anger, and loneliness pouring out at once. Adrian felt his chest tighten painfully. This was the moment he realized just how much he had failed her. Maya held Liana gently, whispering comforting words until she calmed. Then she looked at Adrian and nodded subtly. It was his turn. He stepped forward nervously. Liana, I'm so sorry I wasn't there. I know I keep letting you down. I thought keeping everything running, keeping the business alive, was the best way to honor your mother. But I forgot that you're what she loved most. And I should have been here, with you. His voice cracked. I'm so sorry, sweetheart. Liana looked at him with trembling lips. I thought you didn't want to be around me. Oh honey, Adrian whispered, kneeling. I love you more than anything. I just didn't know how to handle losing her. But I'm here now, and I'm not going anywhere. Liana slowly stepped toward him and hugged him. Their first real hug since her mother died. At that moment, the entire atmosphere shifted. The mansion didn't feel so cold anymore. Over the next months, things truly transformed. Adrian reduced his work hours. They started having family dinners, movie nights, walks in the garden cafe her mother loved. Liana continued therapy with Maya's help, and her emotional outbursts became less frequent and easier to manage. One bright Sunday morning, Adrian invited Maya to join them for breakfast on the patio. Liana excitedly showed Maya a bracelet she made with beads, spelling family. It had 3 letters, D, M, and L. Dad. Maya, Liana. Maya looked at her, eyes softening. It's beautiful. We're beautiful, Liana corrected proudly. But as months passed, something unexpected happened, something Maya didn't see coming. One evening, Adrian asked her to meet him in the study. He looked nervous, almost shy. Maya, I know your job was to help Liana, and you've done more than anyone ever could, but you've helped me too. You made me realize what truly matters. You brought warmth back into this home. Maya's heart skipped. Mr. Cole, Adrian, he corrected gently. She hesitated. Adrian, he stepped closer. I don't want you to ever feel like you're just an employee here. You're part of our life now, and if you're open to it, I'd like to see where this could go. Maya didn't respond immediately. Her past, her guilt, her fears, they all rushed to the surface. But looking at Adrian, and then at the little family she suddenly found herself part of, something inside her unclenched. She finally whispered, I'd like that too. Time passed, and the bond between the three grew stronger. Maya became more than just a nanny. She became a guide, a friend, a second mother figure, and eventually, Adrian's partner. And Liana, she became gentle, expressive, and full of life again. Still fiery, still bold, still herself, but no longer broken. One evening, Liana curled up next to Maya on the couch and said, You know, before you came, I was trying to push everyone away so no one else could leave me. But you stayed, and you taught me that some people don't walk away. Some people walk in. Maya kissed the top of her head. And I'm never walking out. Adrian joined them, wrapping an arm around both. And in that moment, they weren't a millionaire, a nanny, and a troubled child, they were a family. All because one woman walked into a mansion and didn't run away from the child everyone else feared. She saw the hurt beneath the anger, and she changed everything.